Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you've taken a Lithid by the Talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. Yes, I suppose we should. Though I'm more than a bit wary. Still, I am the Frontier's avowed protector. New dangers require new skills to vanquish them. If the tadpole must be my curse, then let the powers it grants me be the Sword Coast's blessing. I will consume what I must to make it so.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Yes, fun. Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin coat smells like goblins. Ooh, more.
Raise your eyes. Look upon she who conquers.
Who am I? I am Vlaakith, undying queen of the noble Githyanki, god regent of the 6 arms of Tunarath. And you are abominations twice over. You carry geek parasites, and you harbor the heretic Prince Orpheus.
Glorious Vlaakith, I am unclean. I exhort you, grant me guidance.
Hear my words, Vinisk. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule.
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she moves to kneel before her queen. Water and blood. They envelop you, they drag you downward. You are submerged in past, present, and future. In this endless sea of understanding, you find truth. Lae'zel believes a Zaithist device cleanses the parasite, but it's used for extracting memories and killing the infected. Vlaakith does not welcome her finest young warriors into her royal city to reward them, but to consume their essence in her quest for godhood. The Lich Queen doesn't intend to reward Lae'zel, but to devour her. Vlaakith speaks only in lies.
No. It can't be. I believed you. I believed everything!
Shikaketh! You speak against the Eternal Queen.
Mother Gith's son lives, caged by a prison of your design. Our people deserve the truth, but you have denied it to us. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. Bit sweaty, but up for whatever's next. Ugh. Thanks, soldier. Can't wait to be home. Anything that comes after that is extra.
You turned my eyes to the truth. Vlaakith's forsaken me, and there's no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm moored to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. We find a way to free Orpheus from his astral chains. Orpheus Tavki Nazin.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? You sound like my father. But it was more than that. This was no mere attraction. It was love. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... and This is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black, black, black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. You jest. Yet, he did seem a ghost to me. A shadow of the father I loved. He resurrected me with magic so foul, I nearly retch just thinking of it. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
You're a criminal, of course.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. Some guards would appreciate your generosity, but not this one. This one prefers old-fashioned justice.
I'm heating up. Knees high.
End this. On the move.
Where are the others? I'm calling for backup.
This is gonna feel good. Close ranks.
What's the plan? Can't afford to let up. I am fury. I am death.
Nothing important is ever easy. You've made a grave mistake. Let's find a way forward.
Put him up. You know, this place.
Don't cause any trouble, all right? It's not worth it.
Something's not right about those steel watches. I'm telling you.
No, dear. I don't know.
Lord Gortash
All we can
is
do
expecting
is be
you.
patient.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I always do. Time.
Let's rehearse this one more time.
Carefully now.
Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in that.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Audience chamber.
That's what
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
We'll tell them what happened.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I spoke to a...
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
They throw us in jail.
Calm down, dear.
I almost
It won't
believed you this
happen,
time.
I swear.
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Expecting you. Please make your way to the...
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Her assassins hunt you even now. They are very efficient killers. Even someone with your talents should take heed. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise, but you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? He only managed it by tadpoling Duke Ravengard. Gortash doesn't play fair. If he did, he wouldn't have been able to skip to the top like this. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Focus on my own job and leave the Steel Watchers to theirs.
What do we have here?
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you.
My heart. Dancing X. The Harper's safe house to him.
Over here! Me! Put him up! Put him up! Wait! I wasn't really gonna fight you. I was just trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Oh, all right then. Sorry to bother you.
Oh, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Goms. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. for me.
Flavor for less.
Yeah?
I sense some hesitation in you. Speak.
Let's go to Calm's Garden. She has the most
10 loaves of bread.
Fine fruits for a fine
Are you sure? The neighbours are talking out their asses. Besides, our pantry is full.
There's food shortages.
Set your worries and
An apple a day keeps the absolute away.
if it'll make you feel better, then fine. 15 loaves it is.
Certified, not magically altered produce. Flavor
Every substance has been tried and tested by me.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Not long before we knew scouring places like this, but...
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Are they going to arrest us? Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Well, your fistliness, we...
Oh, I can't believe he
broke
glazed
down
that beneath the
door
ark.
'cause it
He wasn't even hurt.
sounded like somebody was
one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
It won't happen, I swear.
I can't really glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
Somebody was in trouble.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be
spoke to
home
a
in no
witness
time.
who said
See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will. Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done. And do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
Citizen Fluffington, I advise caution. This area is restricted, under orders of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Your tongue says one thing. Do not test Lord Gortash.
I so fancy a glass of dragon dew.
Fetch me a bottle, and be quick about it.
Once more.
What's next?
Would you... Never you mind. A young pink clary is the occasion. Bring it at once.
Pink clary it is.
No one back home will ever believe this.
But perhaps a mint wine.
My palate needs cleansing.
Though
Fading fast. I must heal.
Flag!
Can't give up. Not now. Let's make this quick.
I smell blood.
Time to strike.
need your help.
What should I do? I am fury. I am death. My injuries need tending. My path be true.
I've no more riddles. Thou didst answereth so why.
What's the story?
Assume nothing.
Let's get this lock to yield.
could go for a good meal.
I've no more. How did...
Indolence breeds madness.
I've no... How did...
There is work to do. Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Let's get on with it.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
The house was on fire, and the rest of it.
Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Thou walkest alone. On all these harsh nights thou hast... Love is no domain of mine, but it is often cited as the purpose of mortal life. Wherefore turnst thou from it? And thus thou art alone. Fate, dost thou require, and then thou must... This is the price of that. Well counted. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
No
tomb sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment. Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved Duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes? The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Why? I I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds, and the city, from the brain.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. I am sure Will knows that. But we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark. Hope. The very hook from which these devils try to hang us. I have no answers. For you or for Will. But if Mizora means to linger with us, I mean to find out if devils do indeed sleep. And just how heavily. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Do you know, maybe my hearing is not what it was. Would you like to repeat that?
Come for a chat? Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found a new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. I'm afraid that's not an option. I'm quite stubborn, you see. Take a swing or a stab if you want, but I'll just slip away for a breather. One of the perks of being a half-devil, of course.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pack, but to do so in order to escape one. Truly, it leaves you with nothing.
Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Does it really matter? Meaning? Meaning that in the game, generals and duty.
Such a bother.
You test Lord Gortash's patience.
Sneaking into a restricted area was a bold move. You're about to find out if it was a fatal one.
On my word.
Let's finish this.
Victory awaits.
Survival is all that matters. Catch my breath. Very well. comes easy these days.
I'm ready.
Swift and lethal. Taste my fury.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Need to stay focused.
My turn.
Victory awaits. That should more than suffice.
Can't afford to stay idle.
foolish little creature tries to sneak and slice. Hack away, sweet meat.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Best avoid that trap.
Stay vigilant. There are traps here.
Trap. Be cautious.
This'll be fun.
Watch this!
from here.
Keep going.
Got to concentrate. Swift and lethal.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Still breathing, despite everything. Nothing will stand in my way.
end this.
Never a dull moment. Come on, can't stay idle. Catch my breath. Sometimes the only way out is through.
That might be worth a look.
ahead.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. Usually, this is the point.
Jimmy on the go.
Nothing will stand in my way. These boots have seen everything.
Need to act fast. Heading there. I will ascend. On the move.
Under their noses.
Don't give in.
Need to stay focused.
to the thrills of the 9 hells. Yes, you're curious. Your eyes are lit like raging stars. You want what only I can give you. The ecstasy of agony, the pain of the damned, distilled into pure bliss. Beyond every climax you've known, the little death writ large. Smile, and I'll come to you when you put your head down to rest. I will sate your most forbidden lusts. Or don't, and know the eternal ache of the unknown and the unanswered. The same thrills I offer you. Some experiences are better when shared. Tonight, then. Be ready.
You are enveloped in myriad sensations all at once. Flaming desire and icy despair, the strength of iron, and the haze of thick swamp mist.
The 9 hells of Beator. The ultimate torment, some souls would say. Those souls lack imagination. I'm going... This is paradise.
It only stokes it.
Don't worry, pet. I won't leave till you're fully satisfied. Dis, the blackened Elysium. Menauros, the rotting bog. The molten seas and soil of Thlegathos. Stygia, the frozen ocean. Choose a hell. Have your fill.
You were immersed in a cold ocean, blanketed by twilight. Lightning strikes you, energizing and illuminating. Now that you know the thrill of its shock, you yearn for more.
To think how you starved yourself up to this moment. To think how you chose the sweet over the bitter. One last choice. And starve no longer. Malbolgia, the desolation. The forgotten ruins of Maladomini. Cania and its mountains of ice. Or Nessus, the seat of infernal power.
Ice. Its embrace is tighter than any. You want colder. You want total zero.
Take me and know the essence of the hells.
You feel a spark between the two of you. Stygia's spark, ignited. Soul.
The pleasure of torment. The torment of pleasure. You're forever marked. Can't you feel it? Where my lips scorched your skin. How your soul burns with flame.
Your pores flood with heat and frigid water. Your parched tongue searches for the right response.
Oh, but you made no complaint when our flesh met for the first time. Or the 10th. One taste, one indulgence. But the delicious agony remains. A pity for you, the one taste is all I'll give.
Shit. Why?
Why not? Last I checked, none of us was tied to a leash. I think I'll nip out for a bit, stretch my wings. And don't be too hard on him, pup. Don't you remember? I'm irresistible.
Countless souls walk these plains, countless ways to find pleasure. And out of all of them, you chose her. Do you understand what she did? What you did? For every pleasure you took, a damned soul suffered in the hells. You fed on the hopeless, the frightened. Souls so desperate they sold themselves to a devil. Souls like mine. But you did, Raphael. Mizora. You know the ways of devils, and you know they don't give without taking.
Let's rehearse the